All right, hi. It's another day, and if you hear any sirens or anything like that in the background, it is because there's a house on fire right around the block, and I think someone is probably having a blast, which is a horrible pun, but hopefully everyone's safe. Does look cool, gotta say, does look cool. Anyway, another game jam, or Jame Gam, I guess. This time around, it is a mini Jame Gam that I've um, had about 20-ish, maybe 15-ish hours to participate in the last weekend. And in this case, there's a theme and there's a special object. That's how they roll. The theme was freeze, and special object was a whistle. And the way it works, you have to incorporate the special object, and you should follow the theme as much as possible. As per usual, don't do anything that's not safe for work or discriminatory games. And then, as per usual, you're rated on theme, special feature, which is the special object, fun factor, gameplay, audio, and visuals. So we're gonna do all of that ratings, probably for 10-ish, maybe 15 games. It's usually an hour or two that I try to give this. And yeah, let's get into it. We're gonna start with my game that I cannot rate, but I can sure play. Takes about a minute, so excited to do it. Um, yeah, so made in Godot, and there we go. Hopefully this works well. Hmm. It's a wet whistle. I need to wet my lips. How do I wet my lips? Okay, I think I wetted my lips. I need to put four fingers in. I know that. Nailed it. That was my game. As I said, not a lot of time, but I had this vision that I just had to put in to reality and create it. So the thought was simple. I was thinking you're frozen, so it's either you're in piece of ice or you're some sort of a situation where you need to whistle. And there is this weird thing about if you look up any how to whistle, it's very moist. It is very wet. It's just like you have to wet your lips, you have to put your fingers inside of your open mouth. And when you do all of those things, I was thinking of dentists and how you make all of these sounds that just kind of feel unnatural, but they are natural. So it was the inspiration. And as for execution, I've wanted to try the IK rigs. So that's basically the you have like a skeleton inside of each finger, and then that's why they wiggle in a weird way. And usually you set it up with some limits, etc., to make them more realistic. But that's not what I was after. I think the weirdness of the whole experience kind of fit the weirdness of the setup, so it worked out. And especially the audio, I think, ties it all together. So that was my entry, and obviously I can try rating it for myself, but I sure as hell cannot. So some people are definitely having fun with it. So I'm happy to have made some people laugh. It seems maybe 10-ish or at least three. I will rate now, starting with the people that played my game. That's usually how this works. So we're gonna start with Noobster, 1, 2. It is you. Let's play your game first. Blow to go. Try your best to avoid getting frozen. All right. I forgot if this takes me to a new page. Right, so all right, we're gonna do it this way. You blow your way through the ice, avoid getting frozen while being underwater with no escape. Now, how did you end up deep in the ocean while being able to hold your breath for so long, breathe for so long, and have no limbs? Well, I have no idea. Good luck. Always fun. All right, Godot gang. Let's do it. Try to full screen this. Okay. Okay, okay. Lower the sound a little bit. All right. Nice. Too easy. Next. Too easy. Next. Oh, you froze. I was lagging. That's true. Ah. All right, one more try, and then we're gonna skip to the last level. Okay, I give up. Play. Oh, I cannot. Okay. So I'm just gonna go quickly through these games because there's a lot to play. I don't always get to play all of them, especially if, you know, they are level-based. They might unlock some other gameplay ideas. I just tried to go through them quickly. Don't take it as a disrespect to your hard effort. It's more around the ability to kind of play more games. All right. Let's open up the page to be able to rate it first. So what are we doing? Team implementation, special object, fun factor, gameplay, audio, visuals. All right, audio, I'm gonna say, so, okay, I guess I have to always remind people, in United States of America, there's a lot of focus on you are 4 or 5 out of 5 stars, right? Like everything is great or good. And good is kind of like your 3-ish or 4-ish at best. Um, in Europe, where I'm from, uh, we go 1 or 2 rates lower or grades lower for that kind of a behavior. And awesome is really, really, really like the 5 star is always limited to really just the best. So that's what I'm going off of as well. I think 5 is something that is exceptional, and I will send it to my friend to play it. While 4 is very, very, very good job, something that, just excellent. 3 is good effort, kind of got there. 2 is, you've tried, it's not doing something wildly incorrectly. 1 is you're just kind of blew it in a way that feels bad, like intentionally bad, like I don't know, you breaking the rule or something. The idea is to have very few 1s and 5s, right? All right, theme implementation, freeze. Nothing wrong with it, but I don't think you've done much to implement it as a additional idea out of it, I guess. Like same for my game, right? Like I'm frozen. In my thing, it was like I couldn't move, that's why I'm frozen. For you, it's like if you hit something, you're frozen. Same kind of level of theme implementation, I think. Special object, you use the whistling as a way to move. I like that. Uh, does it do more than that? Um, not really, right? Like, does it sing songs? Does it create a melody? Does it, you know, do more than that? I don't think so. So it's like a strong three, kind of an idea. Fun factor is okay. Nothing wrong with that. Gameplay, fun factor and gameplay, very oddly similar things in my head. Follows the usual avoid obstacles, reverse controls, again, like this is kind of like a three-ish, what I would expect out of a game like this. Audio is two-ish. I'm gonna say I like the whistling. I didn't love the generic song in the background, but there is some that's good. But it was kind of repetitive in a bad way. It's like I wanted to turn it off and was annoyed. And when it wasn't really thematically, tying it to the rest of the things. Visuals were okay. Thanks for playing. Game rated yours. Good one. As I said, good is kind of in the middle, so you got it. All right. Tang. Said about my game, very unique game, great take on. Oh, this looks exciting. All right. I'll just open it this way. Good old gang. Its gears move endlessly, carrying fragments of tangram. To restore the shapes, you must understand the machine itself. Freeze pieces. Controls. Wheel. Freeze a piece in time. Lever. Select a piece. Whistle. Stop the machine. Keyboard controls are also available. Okay. Seems like I can use mouse to do that. All right, let's get some music going if there's any. Full screen it. Oh, this is. Hold the mouse on the turning it will freeze a piece of tangram. You can move your piece with the wheel. Did it. The synchronization can happen only when the machine is turned on. Tangram is fully together. Okay. I don't quite understand what I'm doing. I'm going to be honest with you. Does it go here? Okay. Okay. Seems to be like a walking thing. Okay. I need to get this here. And we can close. Okay. What? final there. Okay. So I can do what? Oh, they're probably connecting, right? Like that. Wow, this is difficult. That's interesting. Interesting way of doing it. Yeah, I don't think this is it. Right. Okay, let's do the last piece. Nice. Okay. And you've got more and more. Cool. Again, for the sake of time, I will move on. But this is kind of interesting. This is kind of cool. I like the original concept. Um, Maybe there's a game that I just don't know, but that is pretty cool. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna get very crazy. Oh yeah, this is nice. Wow. Okay. Oh yeah, this is gonna be interesting for multiple reasons. So freeze, first, you didn't use the ice and kind of frozen in place. You're using the frozen in time. I like that. That was the take. Um, I think that's a 4 for me. But on top of that, you've also used it as a key mechanic of the gameplay, right? Um, is this something I would share with my friends? Not necessarily at this stage. Um, it's a fun concept though. The whistle, I think the whistle itself is again like incorporated into gameplay, so it works well, but I think it's kind of extraneous. Like it's a little bit an extra, like unnecessary. It's just there for the theme, but it is like a 4 thing. Fun factor, I was having fun. I can see how this gets repetitive and you really are playing it more so for the exploration of other tangrams, whatever you call it. And that to me at least gets old pretty quickly. So I was having fun, but not really that much gameplay again. I think it's an interesting game. I like the puzzle concept, but it feels like something I'm gonna play on for 10 minutes and then abandon. Um, and you know, you can introduce new items, obviously, new challenges, new ways to interact with it, to keep it going. But it seems like an overhead on what, you know, generally you want to have a very strong concept for a puzzle game or a mechanic for a puzzle game, and this just feels very cozy, like maybe appropriate for like a kids game where you are fine repeating the same thing many, many times over. I can see it in that kind of a audience work well with a different visual theme probably though, right? Audio, you know what? Totally fine. No background music, so but you know, yeah, I feel like there should have been like a background music, but yeah, whatever. Visuals, I think visuals were great. Um, yeah, I think it's a 4 because your animations kind of lifted it up. It felt very alive. It feels like an animator had made this. So, um, thanks. Alrighty. We have 47 people played this game, huh? You're getting a lot of plays. You must have commented on everything. I have forgot to do this, so what I'm oh shoot. This is what there we go. And I can close mine. Oh no, I don't want to close mine. That's where I'm going from. Oh no, I need to go to this. All right, we're back on track to play more games. Not yet. Whistleblower. All right, whistleblower. Oh no, a political game. You're a private investigator tasked with a specific suspect to catch that is trying to escape into the crowd. You have a picture, you click with a left. No, so you know what? I'm playing on my touchpad, and I might be better off with a mouse. Just pointing at the camera, realizing there's not my camera, because I don't want that. Let's play the game. Good old gang. Got him. Got him. Where's the guy? Oh, I don't see the guy. Got the Epstein. This one is easy. They're moving. This guy's hard. There he goes. Oh, nice. Oof. I'm so good at I'm getting achievements. Heck yeah. Oh no. There's too many. All right. Let's do one more. I think we're done the run. We can. This guy always gets me. Woo. I can get this guy. All right. I'll let it run out. See how the...
See you later.
Yeah. See you later. Maybe. Okay. It is in the books. All right. That was Whistleblower by, let's see, credits.
Thanks for playing.
MattressD for Bad Code and Zack.
Hey, not the face.
Sweet. Write it up. Okay. Theme implementation. Freeze is what the cops say, right? You there, freeze. I think it's an average, like a very, like, it's good, but nothing out of ordinary. Special object implementation, you know, the same with whistle. It's kind of like you there, freeze, and it's the same theme and same use of the object, like same amount, right? There's nothing on top of that in terms of utilization of the theme and special object. So I would actually even say two, because I haven't even seen the whistle. Maybe there's a whistle when you actually click someone. I might be, okay, there's a whistle here. I'll still keep it two. I felt like it's such a weak use of the whistle. That it's just, you know, it's not horrible. It's just like it's there. Fun factor, I had fun. But, you know, for the 3 minutes that it is, the moment you've added the new challenge, I guess, was like, oh, heck, yeah, there's a... I forgot the name of the game, very common game where you look for the faces and you're trying to get that. Obviously, you went above that and kind of made it political. Great use of that, right? And some lighthearted writing. It was fine. And gameplay is just fine. Audio, I was jamming. I think that was very appropriate. You there. I think audio was great, actually. And the visuals, well, they were alright. I think what you've done well is the visuals determined the difficulty of the game really well. So obviously when you have the Trump-like looking dude, that just was super easy to find in the all the gray shades of all the other white men. And then there was that one dude that was kind of hard to find. I think that worked well. So good on that. All right, thanks for the game. Thanks for the game. Prosecuting. Well, it hasn't really prosecuted him. Okay. Let me grab this or this and carry on. The last one we've got is Frozen Friends. Turn on the music again. Frozen Friends was created and designed by Kevin Johnston using Unity. This was a solo team project. First time using Unity. Hey, congrats. Happy for you. All right. Korea made for Minijam. Yep. Sounds like masterpiece. Great. Let's see about that. Unity. First Unity of today's. My favorite part of listening to someone playing their piano is hearing that it was recorded on the side, because I can hear the actual presses of the keys on the keyboard. I have so many recordings that sound the same way. Very lovely. All right, let's play it. Whistle. F key. All right.
Game over.
All right. I have. What am I trying to do? Avoid and collect. Is it like a sun? Okay. All right, it's pretty far. I see. It freezes it. Is it like a life? Friend saved. Got it. Well, why was there a whistle? I didn't whistle. Woo. All right. Okay, I think I get it.
Game over.
Game over. Okay. Let's rate it up. First, I'm gonna save it here. There we go. All right, Kevin. Strip your project apart. No. Theme implementation. All right. Is there freezing in the game? Kind of. So on 2 levels, right? Your whistle freezes the movement of icicles or comets that are reversed or something. Your friends are frozen. So it's there. It's good. It's not revolutionary. Special object implementation. There is a whistle with a special power. It freezes. It's good. Fun factor. Not really. I'm kind of sorry. Like, it's just kind of avoid these pieces that are coming from each side. And I was enjoying the most 2 moments that I can think of. Figuring out what the hell is going on and then listening to the background music. Those are my memories from this game now. So I'm gonna say gameplay, sadly, like it's just nothing wrong with it per se. It's just it's missing, as everyone would tell you, it's missing the feel, it's all that stuff. But like I think it's just overall, it's just kind of boring to get. Here's obstacles that are gonna come in, and you know where they're coming from because you can see them before it because of difficulty, right? I would suggest going as far as game jams should be finishable, but they don't need to be easy and balanced. Like that's the beauty of jam games. You can be unbalanced, and people will kind of try it because they dedicate their time to explore this mechanic and play very broken games generally for free. And there are other developers, right? So they are inherently interested in playing that game, and they've paid zero money for it. So they're really paying their time to give you a lot of feedback. So, be more daring with that. And don't overthink like, oh, it's so hard. Like, I think spiking up the difficulty, pun intended, would have been actually much better for keeping me entertained. Because the other moment I can think of is like just before I got hit by the spike, I hit the whistle and it stopped it and I could walk around, right? Is it different from bullet time? No, it's just like it's a stop time, right? Okay, audio was great. For the music track in the background, I think it's the highlight. Visuals, it's trippy. I like trippy and different, but it's kind of fugly. If you go for something like this, keep it simpler in terms of color palette. If you are mostly programmer, or just like, your art is just not something you want to give time to, and I understand fully, a lot of my games kind of look shitty. Um, I try to limit the complexity of what I'm creating. and try to put like colors limited fonts. Fonts, stick with what works rather than let's do this. I want to say that, right? I think like color wise, we look very similar right now. So maybe I'll just stay off your back for this one. Anyway, thanks for the game. Thanks for the game. The piano slapping keys. Wait, what am I writing? Left the keys slapping piano ambience. That's not how you spell it. Ambiance. Is it? Whatever. Okay, we've put it there, right? Frozen Friends. Yes. It's coolio. I think that's everyone that voted on my game or commented on my game, so I'm gonna turn that off and start looking at other people's games. How are we doing on time? We are on 38 minutes. Okay. So I'm gonna pick out at random whatever kind of floats my boat. This looks interesting. I don't care for penguins. Platformer, I'm okay in platformers. Sounds like a horror game. I'm okay. This looks odd, but no. Synced to beat. Alright, let's try it. Pico 8, always play Pico 8 games. They are great. A lot of... Sure, let's try another one with like cops and freezing. Melody Mistress. Oh, look at that art. We have to try that. Incremental Ants. Let's see. Maybe we should try that. It looks like the whole game and incrementals together. I mean, this looks great, but not what I'm into. Sure. It looks nice, but Flappy Swim, I already know what that is. Sure. Why is there so many traffic games? Freeze is it because of the cops? It's so interesting to me. This looks nice visually. Unfinished. Okay. Oh, minimal art. I'm into that. Okay. Full screen. Yeah, it's like cops whistling. People love those games. This looks interesting. Penguins of the Caribbean. That looks interesting. It's just not what I have time for. All right, sure. RTS games. All right, let's see what people. Flow Driver. Okay. Oh, this looks dope. Okay, we've got a lot of games, so let's see what else is here. All right. All right. Hopefully everyone sees like the importance of screenshots, because that's how I determine if I'm going to play it out of these hundreds, right? Like it works the same one everywhere. So don't forget to put in your thing. Okay. That's a tons of games. So let's start. Copy it over before I play it. All right. At first, we considered a Titanic theme game where you had to be rescued before freezing. Then we explored the idea of Shepherd Dog game, controlling your best friend with a whistle as a blizzard approaches. Finally, we settled on the story of an old Canadian policeman who must manage traffic intensity. Freeze lane with your whistle and drink coffee to don't freeze. Reach last level to win the game. Move using arrow keys and E. All right, let's do it. Go gang. Trust me, I will say it every time. Okay. Traffic agent, we got an emergency. Okay, let me move when you tell me to start moving so I can test it. Otherwise, looks great. Love the visuals. Oh, forgot about the sound, my bad. Okay. It looks like he's just flipping me off. All right, I love the visuals. Drink coffee before you freeze. Coffee. Okay, I wasn't paying attention how to stop the car. Okay, I cannot get run over, but oh. Oh shit. I see. Oh, you stop. Ah. Okay. You stop. You stop. Oh, I cannot. Oh no. A horrible policeman. Pretty sure you don't have to, like, you know. Oh, we're gonna. Okay. He didn't stop. Nice. Oops. Oof. Okay. So I'm just getting the levels. Alright, I'll let them crash now. Cool. Cool. Moving on. Game over. Car save 38, level reach 4 out of 5. I was at the end. Almost. That was great. That's pretty good. Alright, let's rate it. Theme was freezing, right? I had to drink coffee, I had to freeze the cars, and it was the key mechanic of the game. Yeah, like what is it going to be 5 for me is the one I will be extremely surprised by. 4 is going to be something I am it goes up and beyond in the freezing, right? And here it's just like, okay, you have to stop, and it doesn't build up an emotion in me that's like super intense. That's the whistling is kind of the same way, right? It's like if your game is about traffic control, you can see that it's not original because half of the entries were about traffic and policemen doing it. As far as the fun factor of it goes, it was decent. The gameplay, I think, like works, right? I do think I should be in the middle instead of running around like an idiot. It's not really how that experience works, right? Like we don't need to translate as game designers real life into fiction one to one, but this is something I expect as a player because I just want to turn around and point at the cars, right? That to me is more fun because there's those moves, and I imagine that kind of the like the dancing. Um, what's the meme? Is this a meme from right? Like this is what I imagine, kind of.
Professionally, he's the dancing comic. Look at my buddy go. Because he's out there and he's frantic and he loves what he's doing. He does it with a passion. I enjoy doing my job, and that's a lot of fun to me.
Right? So that's how you get fun and an interesting experience in there. And I don't think it would have been a lot more development time to do that in the game jam. And like that's a whatever your goal is with the game jam, it might be just like we want to finish the game, which usually it is. But sometimes it's more about like we want to explore this gameplay idea because that can lead to something new, something where we can create a more full experience out of. So gameplay is a 3 because you just kind of run around between two spots, which is the coffee shop and all the cars. Audio was good. No problem with that. Visuals, I loved the visuals. The visuals were really good, I think. Save reading. Thanks for the game. Love the visuals and the overall feel. And I'm not putting the comments I'm saying right now because obviously I am making a list of the games I have played. And I try to go in and then kind of share it with the people. All right, let's do the ball game. Sorted soccer, football practice, sync to beat. Let's see if we are synced to beat. Keep the ball away from other players. Don't hit the cones and don't move when the coach blows the whistle. Don't move when the coach blows the whistle. All right. Heck yeah. Well, I mean, that was immediate. I know not to move. It was just immediate. All right. Okay, one more. This is hard. Okay, one more try. We need to keep moving. I think I can just be there, right? I don't have to move at all. What am I trying to do? Yeah. keeping up peace. Because you know I'm not moving, huh? No, I know how to get you. Alright, this is what makes me like move. I get that part. Okay. Cool. Let me grab the game from here. And then go to the submission page. All right, let's go through the bits that I've liked and didn't like. Theme implementation was freeze. Very little. I'm gonna say very, very little, right? It's just the whistle and very little. Special object implementation also. It's not the core mechanic. It's just an object in the game while I'm doing completely different game, right? So like don't move is the freeze part, but also half of the game is now move and run away, so don't freeze. I don't know. It was not very about those two things. Fun factor, you know what? It was decent fun. Although the challenge, obviously, and I said this before, I think it's for the best because it kept me going because the challenge was quite high because it's unbalanced, but it was overly touchy. I felt like the game is cheating because of you know, the timing of when the freezing happens. It happens immediately. Um, when the other players touch me, kind of happens in a weird way. It's very floaty, so it was very hard to know what to expect. I would have to play for a little bit, I guess, to get the timing and everything right. Gameplay was all right. Like, you know, it was okay. Audio, I actually liked the track. I was humming it. I'll give you 4 for it. I like good sound background music. And visuals, I'll give you 3, just because I like the derpy kind of looking clip art. But it doesn't. It feels like a Flash game from 1997, which is a vibe, but it's not very. It's kind of been done and done, right? But it's not currently trending. But it's kind of like I've seen this before. It doesn't make me, you know. Yeah, let's leave it there. But thanks for the game. Lived the derpy 1990s, or I don't even know what year. Clipboard art. Clipboard art. All right, I think I saved this. I know I'm better about that. Froyo Factory. Let's get into that. Okay. Yep. Pico 8 games. See a Pico 8 game, play a Pico 8 game. And we try to not make them full screen or do we make them full screen? Let's make them full screen. It's a whistle. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I see at the top there. But can I not reset it now? I see. I think I fucked up. Let me restart. Oh, you know what? Let's see how it. I haven't read the instructions below. That's on me. Use the arrows and D-pad to move your worker. Press X, interact with objects while facing them. This button lets you pick up. Yep. Game rules. Your job is to prepare frozen yogurt orders. During each factory shift, orders show the specific ingredients you must collect from the conveyor belt, including fruit and dairy bases. Gather, very worded. I'm going to say this is the most worded ever description I've seen on a Game Jam game, which is not a good thing. So I don't want to read through all this crap. And by crap, I just mean too much text. Finish freezing, you do yoga by keeping the freezing level in the safe freeze zone. Break it down, behind the scenes. Froyo Factory is created for Jame Gam. Beginner friendly game jam or PK8 or retro style. I like the little behind the scenes. There you can be worded out. Okay. Let's try again. And Monday. Okay. So we need a red cap, a grayish cap, and then, oh no, we need this, and then a pair? Give me a pair. Okay. And what do we do with it? I see. Okay, I like push it in. I pushed it in. What do I do now? Oh, it increases the speed there. Okay, I'm mixing. Do I press? I haven't read if I'm supposed to like, is this slowing it down? Oh, am I supposed to be making more? Okay, I'm very confused. Okay. Oh well, I guess sometimes don't play a Pico game. Kind of, right? Froyo Factory, yep. Alright, let's go to your submission page. Theme, freezing. You work at a Froyo Factory, you can't really freeze anything in the game. A very loose implementation of the theme. Special object, also very loose. The whistle is there. I love the whistle, to be clear, how it looks like and what it sounds like, and the animation, but it doesn't really do anything with the mechanics of the game. Fun factor, I didn't have too much fun. It's just like another game I've already played 1,000 times. Pick from a conveyor belt and put it somewhere. So the gameplay was also kind of audio was all right, and the visuals were also all right, very Pico 8 appropriate. Yeah, but I was confused about the game. So it was almost like a 1 for me gameplay, because like I, as you could have seen, have no clue what to do. Yeah, like someone complained about that too, right? Which is fair. My game is just as bad. Thanks for the game. See a Pico 8 game, play a Pico 8 game. Just definitely different. Let's just keep it there that way. We don't have to do more. Let's see about this one. One more with the cups. This is a 5-spice stew submission. In freeze, in the name of the law, you play as a down on your luck cop who has yet to make a name for himself. You must navigate a bustling office full of people and arrest the culprit using the tight list of descriptions. All right, so it's a recognize. Good old gang. Recognize an imposter sort of a deal. Pro tip, if you have a Godot game, put the full screen button when you're posting on Edge. There's a button, you can hit it to add a full screen option. Officer, after years of failed investigation and false You freeze that duck. Whistle and freeze that duck. All right. Okay, how do I know the description? Did they just tell me that? I didn't read it. Oh, the body black. Well, that's not a good start. Hair blonde. I see the guy. I see the guy. I see the. Oh, there's two. Shirt, red, pants, jeans. All right, it's this guy. I got him. Did I get him? There's nothing else I can do. I can just. There's no other. Oh, it might be this guy. No, it's this guy for sure. Why doesn't that work? Okay. Put your controls here, you dudes. I mean, I can try this person. It's not the person. Is there another button that I'm not pressing everything I can, to be honest? Okay. Back to main menu. Let's try it again. Hover, highlight, E or rest. Body black, hair bold. Again, the body thing, I mean, there is a lot of black people, but I don't do that too often. White shirt, pants, jeans. All right, white shirt. It's just kind of white. It's gray though. Nothing like a good old police profile. I guess it's this guy. Oh, I see. Okay, I had to hover over them and then click E. Oh, and that's it. All right, it's cute. I like that it's short. I'm gonna say that much, which is not a great thing to say about a game, I guess. But all right, things I liked. Let's start from the top. Theme implementation, freezing. As with other games, you know, it's just a cop with freeze and a whistle. Very middle of the road implementation. Nothing wrong with it, but nothing great about it. Fun factor. Read through instructions and find it in the sea of faces. So I've played the other game, which just kind of reduced the you have to move around idea. I think this was less fun. Gameplay, I mean, it worked. Was it, you know, there's not a lot of interactivity. Obviously, you were making a jam game in a day or two. If you have a character moving in the world, you want them to be able to interact with the world, right? So I think adding even like the simplest of like you click on something and it does something, or you walk over something and it does something, is so much worth to add to the feel of immersion, or just like whatever word you want to use, that you are in that world. And it's really worth it to, you know, you should be done with the core loop really quickly and then move over to like these refinements, a lot of people say. But I think, so in my game, like if I didn't have the audio, it wouldn't work, right? So to me, it was core to have that audio. And I've spent a lot of time on the like just playing around with the IK of the hands, and it was unnecessary. There was definitely other ways to do it, but I wanted to do it because I wanted to learn that whole piece of Godot. So that's the trade-offs you sometimes do. So I understand if you were like doing something similar, you do always want to find a time to do a little touches, right? For me, it was like core to do the audio, but also like without it, it wouldn't work. So I kind of bunched those two together. And here, I think if you know you don't have to move around, like, like you, like there's no escaping for that convict or a person of interest. So why do I need to move? I'm not chasing them, right? There's no sprint. Like, I don't need to move, really, is the problem with this. So gameplay is like kind of contradicting itself just because you didn't put in enough content, I guess, if you want, right? Which is a hard thing to say about jam games, but I think it's like a good lesson. Like, okay, do we need to move? And if yes, what is it providing for the core mechanic we're after, which is just identifying people? And if we can only implement one thing, should we focus on the movement? Should we implement like how the identification freezing kind of works? Audio was all right. Visuals were all right. I like the cutesy graphics. I think the graphics were strong 3. Thanks for the game. Wish there was a more interactivity at the cop station. Also, weirdly, for some reason, got the skin color repeatedly. How do I write what I'm trying? Also weirdly for some reason. Yeah, you know, be careful with that stuff, especially nowadays. In US, it's just the thing. All right, moving on. How are we doing on time? 1 hour, 8 minutes. Okay. I am. Need to be right back. All right. Almost back. Yeah. Let's play Melody Mistresses. All right, that's really cute, actually. Hmm. Oh, damn. I have something to learn here. Like, I don't know how you guys do that on Edge. Just push your own HTML code, I guess. This is great. It's a great presentation already, right? Yeah. Oh, that's cute. New minute. Steam game 2. Okay. Play notes 1 through 8. All right. Over to find hints. Interact. WASD to work. Let's play the game. Good. Oh, is my audio like screwed up? Hold on. Yeah. Think so. Yeah. Maybe too heavy for my computer and recording. No. Yeah, I might have to not play this on my... I'm on my Mac, right? So it's not an ideal thing to play games on, but it is an ideal thing for traveling. And that's maybe where... Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say this looks great. Maybe I can come back to it some other time, but... Yeah, which sucks, because this looks like a great game. Just visually, you know, you obviously are professionals of some sort. I think it's the post-processing, right? Like the moment I hover over it, the audio is screwed up. I think it's like also me recording the video is just not great for it. Okay. I am going to follow you. Why did I rename? Okay, I didn't play through that one then. Which sucks, because it looks really good. Nailed it. 1 second before the deadline. You guys. Takes a talent. Okay, it seems like there's a lot of feedback on the game, which I'm happy about. Moving on. Incremental Ants. Photo gang. Okay. This is a way to develop big. Winter is coming. Stockpile enough food for your ant colony before it arrives. You have 10 minutes to stockpile 600 food. It's a lot of food. Shit, there's so much stuff. Hold on 1 second. Ah, shit. That's on me. That's on me. Not on you. Tree. Yeah, Yes. Yes. Oh shit, I didn't know there was an apple. Wait, it's when I don't. Oh shit. Tree. Sure. Let's zoom out. Yep. Okay. I think we get it, right? I want to see the fight. That was disgusting. How much am I gonna get for the melon? They're zooming in. Okay. I like this. This is pretty decent incremental. Let's talk about the theme and theme. Like I saw 0 freezing. Oh, before it freezes, I see. Got it. I didn't get that far. Got it. You know, I'm willing to try things, but also playing a lot of games, so that's where I can go to. Sure, you're working towards a winter, so it's kind of like a frostbite, right? You're like, oh, don't starve. Winter is a bad time. Prepare for it. I think I would have gotten there much faster. That's just a balancing thing, I guess. It's not like it is a theme I'm working towards, but it is not mechanically evolving anything, right? It seems like I'm gonna get more food, or it's like hard to get the food when it's frozen. That was happening here for the screenshots. Okay, maybe there's something in like, yeah. Oh, I'll up it up to 3 just because I'm being an asshole if I don't. The whistle, I didn't really get the whistle. It seems like it does something. You can redirect them. Yeah, it's a go bag. Fun factor. It's the usual incremental. It didn't do anything wrong or bad. Gameplay was like a 2. Like, I've played this game 1,000 times before. I liked how it zooms out, how well paced out it was. I think I'm gonna give it 3 just because it is paced out really well in terms of the start. As I said, I would have made it much faster into the winter, or even start in the winter to get the sense for what's happening and why am I doing this, right? Like, start with the hard part or start overpowered. It's one of those, you know, start overpowered, winter comes, kills us. I'm being very harsh because you never have time for that in the jam, but that's what I would probably try to do. Audio is alright, nothing bad. Visuals were, I'm gonna say there are 2, they're not very artistic, but they are doing their job. look around with mouse and shoot. The smallest of smallest. There is a way for you to earn your game. Okay. Yes, kill your UI, please. Okay. See how it looks like actually. Try again. Can I skip over this? Okay, we're gonna see this again. Now we're not. Okay. I love the atmosphere. Alright, let's play one more. I'm intrigued. Like, I haven't hit the guy before. Don't stop moving in the darkness. Yes, I did stop. I did not hear the whistle at all. So, let's try it again. Moment. Impressive. Two left. Good luck. Round two. Level. Okay. We're gonna do the last one as well. Let's see. Are they supposed to have like automatic weapon now? Let's see what we're good with. He just like far away when I got it. Huh. you did it. Fun. Cool. Jacob-szulc. Alright. Let's read the shit out of this. Theme implementation freezing. What the other games have done a little bit. Do not stop while in one state and do stop in one state. But it was not felt at all. I did not hear a whistle. I did see the little text. And every time that happened, I kind of like stopped, but like I didn't feel like, oh, something's gonna happen to me if I like move. I feel like I have moved while I was listening, so very much too on the whistle and freeze. Like I guess it's there, but it's kind of not there. I did have fun. I think the gameplay was very kind of middle of the road. Audio and atmosphere, I think. Visuals, I'm going to say 3 because I loved the little cutscenes, the rotoscope thing you've got going on. That's a strong atmosphere. The audio as well. Just like, you know, like it kind of rips. While the top-down shooter, you know, limited time, I get it. Like you would have done something similar that you have in the videos probably to get it more aligned. If you did that, I think it would be kind of cool. I think just the atmosphere itself works well for these types of Hotline Miami, whatever is latest game in the genre. So I enjoyed my time with it. I wanted to play through. Left the atmosphere especially. Okay. Let's carry on. Whistling away. Let's play with whistling away. Freezes time. I already know this is gonna be good on theme because good old gang. The objective is find all buttons and open the path to the door. Okay, I've got a thing above my head. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, I just lost for some reason. I pressed the button. Could not whistle away, huh? I'll try again. Oh, I see. I cannot press the buttons when I'm whistling. So while I whistle, I try to surge and then I whistle again to... Oh, and I cannot. Okay, and they're faster, way faster than me, so that's why I need to whistle. But since it's very random in how I can find these buttons, so is the placement of the enemies. This is kind of like very random outcome of the game. Open the door. And I don't have any more whistles, so I'm just gonna die, you know? Yeah. Alright. Let's leave it there. I don't want to play more of this. Not because it's that bad, just because the difficulty is really hard, which I said and I stand by. It is good. Maybe space or something. Okay. That's all. Okay. Theme implementation. Was it freezing time? Yes. Special object with a whistle. I guess it was with a whistle. It's just above my head and I was whistling, but eh. Fun factor, I didn't really have that much fun, and I think the gameplay was... You know what? I'm going to say gameplay is 3 because the pieces are there. You have something that's chasing you, you have something that's escaping, which is you, the player, and you have a way to battle the effect. Like you have a mechanic of the whistle that freezes the time. it was not very clear how many whistles I got to freeze the time, and that made it very difficult to do anything really, right? It felt like it should recharge, but then maybe it was too easy. I don't know. It felt very random because of what I said. There's a bunch of buttons on the screen somewhere, I don't know where. There's no indicators for me to strategize around it. And there's a bunch of enemies just chasing me. They will always catch me and swing their sword, and that will always hit me wherever I am. So I cannot really avoid it or dodge it. And the only way for me to battle it is the freezing, which is limited. So it's very much about luck of getting the freeze buttons, it seems, and then avoiding the enemies in some sort of fashion that are also randomly generated. So as I said before, I think it's good to have good, strong, overly challenging game in this genre during game jams because it makes me play more, but it does not always work out for me to complete the game, right? So if there's more important parts for you to see or have the players to experience later on, you do want to break it down into like a small tutorial level and another level, or you want to have a level that's just more of a the increasing difficulty, right? Or have a cheat code. Like that's what I do. Like I give you a cheat code, kind of get around it to experience the full game. Audio was alright. It was kind of like it sounded like an infomercial. I didn't think it was very thematically correct. The visuals I liked are the skeletons actually, so I'll give you that. Cool. Moving on. Frozen Beats. A short game where you use magic whistle to freeze colors. Okay, I love this presentation. Looks dope. Okay, step into, so arrow keys to move, space to jump, ASD to freeze red, freeze green, freeze blue. Go to gang. Ah, shit. Fuck. Nice. Oh, I'm trying to get over there. What are we doing here? Cheated my way through. Oh shit, it's getting intense. Oh, it like throws me. Nope. cheating through. He made it. This is very good, actually. All right, this was pretty great from Jimbeans. Nothing like the funny names of the studios to make a good game, right? This is really good, actually. So let me get into it. Freezing is core functionality. You cannot progress through the game unless you freeze. And it's not like, oh, I freeze a car that's coming in through traffic, right? Like it's different sort of freezes, right? It's the same freeze featured for different things, and it becomes a core mechanic how to progress. So it's a 4 in his jam. From everything I rated, this is a 4. The whistle is just a way to freeze. So it doesn't really, it's I cannot give you 4 for both because I don't think maybe you find different whistles. Maybe you could like say, oh, the freeze and the whistle in this case is kind of the same thing. So it's either 3 or 4, it doesn't matter. Fun factor, I had a lot of fun. I think the gameplay was really, this was good. This is something I would be like, hey, look at this. This is a good way of doing it. Audio was awesome. And the visuals were awesome. This is really good. Sorry. I'm going to say, actually, no, you're right. The whistling is separate. The whistling is the toy you have, and the freezing is the effect of the whistling. Hmm. Yeah, this is a great game. Um, hmm. um, Let me follow you for that because that's great. Hmm. Moving on. Let me put my note here. Okay. Okay, we're at an hour 41 minutes with 3, 5, 8 games. I don't think we can do all of them, so I'm gonna be very specific. I like this one. I like this one. This may be interesting. This is probably just going down the hill as this Iceman. It looks fine, but Ice Wizards. This looks like a fun derpy game. This maybe was good, but sorry. I've already done enough of those games. And then this, I don't know, very cute. Thank you. 5. I'm going to do this one because it has just 5 scores. What are the other ones? 5, 12, 19, 23. I don't want to play those. I kind of want to play those. So, all right. Probably going to go over 2 hours here. That's all right. Let me grab it before I forget it. Rescue the dogs. Good old gang. Move. Space to use a whisk. There's the dog. Oh, just collect them. That's sweet. Oh, so many dogs. Oh, there might be in this room. Go to the exit. Where's the exit? Oh, it's the one at the top. Can we make it before the temperature drops to a 0? Whoop. Got it. All right. There's a bear now. All right, we're gonna be moving on to. I'm gonna hit this button here. Theme implementation and freezing. Yes, it was there. Whistle. It was there. I like that it actually is like a range. Fun factor, not really. Gameplay. So mechanically, what you're doing is walking and exploring while you're on a time limit and you're trying to find a bunch of dogs that are not really running around. They're just kind of waiting. It's probably for the best because it would be pain in the butt if they were moving. There's not a lot of satisfaction from you finding the dogs. I think there was like a hearts or something, but that's what I was kind of aiming at. Like that moment of salvation would have been really nice. Like a screen with the dog just being super happy. Like that's what you probably want to play into. Presentation itself was nice. I think it's decent. I like graphics. That's what I said before. I think just make graphics very simple and you can make a bunch of them, right? And they're kind of cutesy, fits the audience you would have for this game. Audio, it's okay. It's okay. This was an okay game. Like nothing wrong with it. Explore the game. I don't have a lot to say, to be honest. Like it's one of those games where I've just played through 12 games, right? So you get tired in your critique, but it's also like there are games that just feel like a basic tutorial has been just made, and then there's like here's a little bit of sprinkles on top of it, which might be your art, might be other factors. And it doesn't necessarily feel derivative, like of like replicating something that already exists many, many times. It just feels kind of empty in the feelings it's trying to evoke, right? So as I was saying, if the name of the game is Rescue the Dogs, make me feel I'm rescuing dogs, right? And I think you were getting there, just you never got there. So it's hard. It's hard. Jams are hard, but I like the idea, but I don't think you really got there. So It'd be like that sometimes. That's all right. Next time, you know? Dude, where's our beer? Okay. Gonna be caught jaywalking. So another cop game, I guess. By Kevin. Okay. Oh, look at those animations. Look at the graphics. Can I sprint? Okay, he just moved. Okay, I'm gonna say I have no way of knowing if I'm jaywalking or not, right? There's this light. Right now, I'm not jaywalking, but what if I just like stop? Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is not well done. So I am just gonna move on. Freezing, you know, as with others, it's like the whistle was really kind of there as a sound. Fun factor, not really. Gameplay, you know, you had some problems with it. Audio was okay, repetitive sound, but the visuals were awesome. Here's the problem, right? Like I have no clue of knowing if I am supposed to move or not move if I'm jaywalking. If I'm in the middle of the road, I am obviously jaywalking, right? If it's the red light, whatever, if I stop or not, if the cop sees me or not. I don't know where the cop is looking. Why is he in the back? Like he should be close to me. So I clearly like there's no benefit of me to me as a player that he's so much in the back. There's no thematic like theme wise, it doesn't make sense. All right, before I get deeper into it, yeah, freeze in place to avoid being caught jaywalking. Like, dude, if you're in the middle of the road, you're still jaywalking, so it doesn't make sense from the real. Like, try jaywalking. Anyway, um, I did love the visuals and kind of the derpy look. Like, that is definitely, and you know, the animation is fine. So I like that you clearly stay to do this. The friend says it in game. Very simple controls. Just go forward. This is probably a game where I can see it being fun if it's one of those corp, what do you call it? The ones where you control each limb and you're trying to carry something. Maybe it kind of like spills out. Um, yeah, there's a lot of like ideas that don't really like, why am I carrying a beer? Like maybe there's a payoff when I do it. Don't know. Also, you're crossing the you're crossing on like it's hard to jaywalk. Just make it like I'm not on the zebra, right? Or whatever you call it, the crossing. So confusing. Dude, Kevin, so confusing. Oh my God. Okay. Moving on. Let's do ice wizards here. Ice wizards. An RTS game. All right. Godot gang. This is a strong Godot jam. Like, majority was from other 3D games too. Very happy with it. Whee! The goal is to get your pawns to your enemy's tower. Click to build an ice bridge during your turn. Destroy enemy's pawn. Don't get your tower. And also 10 seconds. Okay. Oh, this might not work on my laptop. To be honest. Oh, it works. How? Okay, well, I guess I want... Okay. Right, that never works. Okay. Ice Wizards. By Meow 1807 667 67. Theme implementation. There is freezing of the water, and probably, you know, I assume you had a billion ideas for what more could have been frozen. It's a strong 3. The whistle is kind of like 1 or 2. It's kind of cheating. It's just like, here's a whistle. It is in the game. There's no reason thematically why does it do what it does. Like, why is it making people stronger? But it's there, right? Like, it's just so like you haven't taken it out. Fun factor. RDSs are hard. It made me think of the path. So gameplay and fun factor is there. I had no clue why I won. I didn't really read the rules, I guess. He didn't really present the rules. Why did I win at 5-0? Did I like kill like did I hit their base 5 times? Did I collect something? I have no clue. Audio was alright, but not great. Visuals were alright. You know, nothing wrong with them, but nothing special about them. Thanks for the game. Thanks for the game. Not that you undertook the horse challenge. Oh, now it's gonna look like a ChatGPT wrote that. Because I put the little thing in there. Tactical party icing. You know, when someone puts their own face and it make it look like Quake 2, 3 game, you know it's gonna be great. Good old gang. Good old gang. Okay. So this is great controls. Okay, so you hit this to, what am I doing? Oh, I hold it. Ooh, fancy. And then okay. That's it? Is there no game? Is there a game? How do I get into the game? I mean, it is a game, but is there like a level I can get into? Do I need to destroy this 3 times? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Got it. Got it. Okay. I'm ready. Wow. What a skybox. Destroy the DJ's system. Oh. Flamin' Boys Club. Dressing room. Get out. Perfect. Out. Sorry. What? Ow. Ow. What is this? Yes, a little bit buggy. Damn. Made me shut my mouth. Alright, I'm gonna try to speed run through the rest of it. Keep my way through. Final battle here. Ah. Alright. I'm not gonna win this game, but this was great. Have it in there, right? Tactical ice wizards, yes. Nope. I do not have it there. Tactical. Theme implementation. You know what? This was about an ice mage that's freezing enemies, and it's the only way to destroy them. If they're not frozen, I can destroy them. The whistle was actually very good. I think it's the best implementation of the whistle I've seen because it has the pitch. It visually shows us the pitch. It's the core weapon, and it's the way to destroy someone. So those two working well together. Fun factor, I had a lot of fun. I think the gameplay was decent. The audio, fun, and the visuals were very unique. Two more games, almost at the finish line. All right. The world is covered in ice. Your tribe has tasked you with delivering an offering to the gods in hopes they might make mercy. For the gem, there's a patch incoming to add torch to melt blocks. All right. No ideas yet. Happy that you guys feel so strongly about it that you want to make more of it. Good old gang. controls would be nice, but hopefully in the game itself, phone works. I'll leave it this way. Our ancient whistle calls the one blow will freeze your body. Press enter to skip. No, I don't want to skip. Carry your offering to the mountaintop. May our sacrifice please the gods. May they grant mercy upon us all. Sprint, I can sprint. Oh shit, alright. Get that. I can climb trees. I can. Enter to whistle. Oh. Oh. Huh. Shit. Okay. Good physics going on here. Okay, no, that's great. That's a good implementation of it. Yeah, I don't like that I have to go through all of this again because it's kind of monotonous, right? But I get it. Oh, that's just... Oh, right, need to. Fuck. Alright, let's do this now. Okay. That fall is really fast. Fuck. Fuck. What's interesting is that, like, you get the momentum into the physics, but not when you're still a body. Maybe I'm, like, leaving. I'm not committing enough. Alright, we got this. We got this. Fuck, we don't got this. Just want to, like, leave it in the water, but I'm leaving it... Okay, whatever. Nice. Very touchy. I kind of want to see the ending of this, so I'm committed. This is a 5 in terms of fun and gameplay. Ah, shit. It's just not balanced, but, you know, it's a jam game. Ooh. Ah, alright. I wish, like, I could, I had the time to freeze myself, or like the water froze me, right? It's just the jitterness of the screen when I'm jumping. Whether it's because of my Godot, or my computer in the browser. Alright, I think I'm like, that's why I don't play platformers. Let's try to do this. That should help me survive when I... Unless I do that. Idiot! Alright, let's try to jump that. Oh, I cannot. Alright. This is some Super Meat Boy days. Okay, made it. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's one of those where it's like, I don't know where the edge is, and because of those super micro pixels, right? And then also the fall speed is so fast that I don't have the time to hit the enter. So I'm old to be doing it microsecond decisions here. But just get good. Yep, did not get good. All right. Can probably climb the trees and try jumping from there. I assume that's like the solution. Ew. Pixel perfect placement for jumps. And I said it before, and I will say it again. Make your games hard. They make me stick, right? Especially in the jam. But offer cheats when possible. Fuck my life. Are we there? Yay! Thank you for playing. This was my first ever game jam. Wow! Really? My first ever game? Wow, okay. Dude, if that's true, you're on a really good track. So I'm giving you 4 because I was having fun, but I did have to repeat myself. Like, you know, you put me in a situation where it's tough to say, I guess. There were cases where you do the campfire, you go along, you freeze yourself, and then you have to go all the way and repeat it again, right? But I think that's by design in a way because he tried to make me understand that like every time you do it, that's the cost you're gonna pay. But I kind of already had that feeling, but that's me understanding as a designer probably. Um, the other times we're just struggling with the balance, I guess, of like the pixel perfect step. So shortening it, you know, when you're at the edge of the platform, that's the problem with that. Um, you feel like you should be there, but you're not, you're just missing it. So makes it hard, but that's just fixing the sprites or fixing the behavior, getting good as a player. That's were the only like remarks. Gameplay was great though. think like it's a pretty original idea to kind of sacrifice yourself to build up like a way for you to go forward. I wish there was more, so that's a good sign. Audio was all right, nothing bad with that, and the visuals were pretty. This is very, very good game. Awesome. And I believe this is a first for you. Definitely the best. Awesome, yeah, no, like, dude, this is excellent. All right, and we're on the last game, TootieOS. We're in the back of MMO 95 from the Bite Me games being popular, so we're gonna see these now. Hey, I'm Tootie, your good friend. Launch me.x. I never knew execute. Presentation. Oh, your mouse doesn't seem to work anymore. Don't worry, you can still control your with the command center. The browser there's some. How to play. Some files are appearing on your desktop. Type their name in the command center and press enter to unlock bonus. Move your mouse around the cursor to aim for the pop-ups and destroy them. Upgrades will cost 2 pixels. You'll earn them by destroying pop-ups. I will share my good old game. Let me hide this. Nice. All right, you got the whistle there. Toot. Welcome to your computer. I'm your friend, Tootie. Cool, and type its name. Launch. I'm being corrupted. Oh no. Here, take this type. Shoot. Huh. Ah, I got it. What is happening? Damage. Damage. Speed. Yeah, I cannot see what these are. Probably speed. Damage. Or one of them was. Not enough money. Be more. All right. What's the progression here? How do I die? Oh, you start bigger. I get overwhelmed, I guess. Okay, it's getting harder. Am I too good? Too good. Oh, there we go. It's a boss. I assume your guys are cringe. This is the right kind of crazy. That's it. Oh, I did not freeze. My bad. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, this was fun. Let me do this because I forgot to do that. And also follow you because I enjoyed that. Let me see. Theme implementations. I haven't used freeze, so I'll just give you 3. I don't think it was integral to the game, right? Special object. You are not the whistle, but you're inside of the whistle. So it was thematically used, which is a proper use of it, and I think it was expressive. But there was no mechanics around it. So it's kind of like a strong 2, you know. I'm going to be fair. I've deducted points from the others because of it. Fun factor, I had a lot of fun. I think gameplay was decent. Audio, I liked some of the tracks. I didn't like the background track got very repetitive very quickly, but it was there. The visuals were awesome. Got 2 left. Got a left. A good toots. And bold Macron. Alrighty. That's it. We're at 2-ish hours, 2:20, so I'm pretty tired. But thanks for watching. If you have watched your game, let me know on my games. Or in any other way. Leave a comment, you know, the usual. I'm happy to play your next crafted, perfected game, video game, a thing. Yeah, thanks. Have a great day, everyone.